What's up, y'all? Thank you so much for checking out this video here on Show Style and Spirit. I am Ebony, of course, and as you can see from the title of this video, I want to give my commentary on Melody Cherie's latest TikTok live where she called out Elaine. Are you listening? That sounded like a lyric from a song or a title. I almost thought Melody was remixing Charles and Netta, Charles, your lunch is ready. So I loved it. I loved every single minute of it. Shout out to all of the content creators who were able to stream it. I saw it on What's Happening's channel. I took some great notes. So I definitely want to talk about it. So first, before I get into it though, you know what I'm going to ask, right? I'm going to ask if you could please do me a solid and hit the like button on this video. Then YouTube will recommend this video to more people who enjoy discussing all of the topics that come about love and marriage Huntsville, because we got to admit that LAMH is the gift that keeps on giving. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe to Show Style and Spirit. I would love to have you as one of the showstoppers. And thank you so much for checking out this video. All right. So first I want to talk about, Melody, she's great at fusing both dealing with the fools and the foolishness on the show Love and Marriage Huntsville. And she's great with giving actual helpful, useful information in the name of business. She does it all in one. And I admire that so much about her. So she was talking about consistency and dedication are the great equalizers. I wrote that down. I'm going to write that down on a Post-it note. I'm going to have it upstairs at my desk at work. I think I'm going to also put it on a Post-it note in my bathroom. Yes, I do that. I have affirmations in my bathroom. I got that from watching that TV show Being Mary Jane with Gabrielle Union. She would have Post-it notes with affirmations and encouraging words. I do that too. But it gets a little embarrassing with, like, if you're dating someone and they spend the night and I'm like, oh shit, now they're seeing my Post-it notes. But yeah, but it's a part of me. It's who I am. So there you go. Shed that layer. But Melody said, don't feel bad or feel away if you go live and there's only 5 people in the chat. She said, you still go live. You still stay true to yourself. If this is what you want to do, if you want to be a content creator, don't worry about how many people are watching you. You do your content because it's going to pay off, because consistency and dedication are the great equalizers. And I really appreciated that because I love creating content. I love opening a door for us all to express ourselves respectfully, and it gives you something to think about. You get another perspective, right? And that's just like if you join a book club or if you go to like a Bible study, different people can take away different things from the same passage. So I think that that's amazing about this sector, the LAMH sector. All of us can give commentary on the same topics in a different way, right? We're definitely all different in our delivery and personalities and life experiences, and it comes across in our commentary. And kudos and thank you to all of you subscribers who support all of our channels. And then you also know the delivery in which we're going to give the content, and you all check it all out. And I appreciate that support so much. But her words were very encouraging because I also work full time, and then I'm either creating content early in the morning before I log in or late at night after I'm done with work and after I go to the gym or go for a walk outside or both. And, then I'll create my content and my head is clear. And so it's a great way to round out the night. And so Melody's words, they were definitely what I needed to hear right on time. So also she talked about, Dr. Heavenly allowing herself to be used by Carlos King. I think that Dr. Heavenly is caught up in the rapture, if you will. I think that she's so geeked to have like this co host on YouTube. And I don't know why. I don't know why she would care when Dr. Heavenly was on YouTube before Carlos. And she would come on because we were in the middle of Carnival 19 and she was trying, we were all stuck at home. So she would just like go live and talk about stuff, talk about money and, dentistry and 45, you know who I'm talking about when I say 45 and everything that we were going through. She would go live every single day, her and Nene Leaks. And I mean, I don't know why she would feel like she almost needs Carlos King. I think that it's in the reverse. I think that he needed her to pop on YouTube because it can be like, whoa, there's so many content creators and they're so good, and I think he wanted to instantly jump up to the top. And he was very lucky in that regard because YouTube is very tough to get into and to really get in that algorithm and have YouTube recommend your videos is very difficult. Dr. Wendy Osefo from the Real Housewives of Potomac, she even admitted that YouTube is tough because she's trying to get her videos out there. And we know she has on-air talent. She's beautiful, she's articulate, educated, and she already gives political commentary. And yet she struggles to get her channel to grow on YouTube. But I believe Carlos King was very lucky by him being a known reality TV star. He could book all of these interviews. I would have loved to interview Kenya Moore, but he's interviewed all these people and that helped grow his channel exponentially. And then to add to that, he collaborated with Dr. Heavenly, who was already established on YouTube. So that is my take on him being super duper lucky there. But I do want to talk about what Melody had to say about Dr. Heavenly being used by Carlos. And of course, everything that I'm saying in this video is alleged and just my opinion. And the Copyright Act of 1976 says that my fair use commentary on these sound bites are allowed for criticism.
But when people are sending you to go against a person that you feel like, oh, they the star of the show, if you go against them, you'll get some more airtime. You'll get some more, you'll get, wow, baby, this is who you need to go against. You need to go against Melody. Go against the star of the show. Now, that's one thing whenever you have cast members talking amongst themselves saying that. But when you have people in these supposed leadership roles saying it and doing it, that's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And the thing is, like I said, I'm not ever gonna be broken by it whatsoever. So you might as well stop. It's just not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. So what I do right now is I thank God for the people that He's had me move away from. I thank God for the people that He has revealed to me, even before full revelations came out publicly, where everybody it's been very obvious. You can see it. God had already revealed it to me. I thank God for that. Elaine, I know you're probably watching, or they're gonna go back and say something your name out. Elaine, sweetie, listen. What I recommend is don't allow nobody to be using you. Don't do that. Because see, what you give on the internet is very different from what you give on my private phone line. And it's kind of weird. What's wrong with you, Lauren? Y'all, Lauren over there following, folding Oh, we know you praying. Don't do that. Don't allow nobody. Because here's the thing, I don't know when this all of a sudden became super cute, especially whenever you that's why I said y'all, the Lord gotta have some other elders out here, because ain't no way in hell he's them. Just ain't no way these are elders that we learned about in Bible study and in Bible school. Ain't no way. It just can't be. It's not possible. It's just not possible. The elders supposed to come and help calm down confusion amongst the young folks, not add to it. Let me see. I don't be putting my mouth on these folks. I don't be checking for them. I be doing my business, handling work, making connections, doing what I do. Now, just August 12th, now, Miss Elaine, now you call me at 7:30 a.m., August 12th. I didn't answer. So you said, hey, lady, what's up? I was just calling to check in. Give me a call when you get a free moment. Thank you. Bye-bye. So I didn't respond to that because I didn't feel like it was sincere. Because when I look at your antics on the internet, it's totally different. And I just didn't feel like it was sincere. And let me be clear, I'm not saying you're a bad person. I'm not saying that. But I do believe, like the Bible says, you know a tree by the fruit that it bears. And, boy, there could be some travel bags. And if you're always spewing out evil and hate out your mouth all the time, then I don't have no choice but to know a fruit by the tree. I mean, know a tree by the fruit. And then when the birds come home, you know what that's for? I know you know that scripture. Know a tree by the fruit that it bears. And some of the stuff that has been said, y'all, this stuff is disgusting. Even recommending Elaine that my ex sleep with my friend Shanita, that's insane. Or hook them up, that's insane. That's out of order, girl, and you know it. Girl, you know that's out of order. Because if somebody said that about your situation and they never need to go with your friends, you will be like, you know that's out of order. So I don't want us to get to a place, man. It's like we just live in a world now where we look at wrong is right and right is wrong. Evil is good and good is evil. It's just backwards. It's just backwards. They ordered a lot. Okay. Hey, Lauren, you got Isis number, right? Will you text her to order what those boxes you sent me? So she can order them today so they'll get here tomorrow. Those of you who are on here who are doing business or e-commerce or anything, I like to order my envelopes from Uline.
Okay, so Melody, she said a mouthful just in that one sound bite alone. Now, of course, I want to also point out that Melody is genius for going live when she is packaging your 7th Avenue orders. I think that's genius because that's synergy. You know, she's not only talking about having to put people in their places or talking about the show, but she's also promoting 7th Avenue. She's promoting the products each time she says, okay, they wanted a peach scrub and a lip primer, then it could be having someone think, I wonder what's that? And then while they're watching her, they click on that TikTok shop, baby, and they see the list of the products and the sales that TikTok adds. So I totally think that it's just so smart of her to go live while she is packaging orders, because it can just make your mouth water, baby. And I did DM this to Melody. I forgot to tell y'all. My landscaper, I text him to trim the bushes on the other side of my house, and he came over and he did it the other weekend, and he texted me. He was like, your skin is beautiful. I was like, oh my gosh, I DM Melody. I was like, girl, your stuff is lethal out here. Okay. My landscaper, he just, he's like 10 years younger than me. He was like, your skin is beautiful. I was like, thank you. But anyway, let me get back to the commentary. So she called out Elaine for calling her as recent as August 12th. And when Melody did not answer, she sent Melody a text message saying, hey, I just wanted to check on you. I hope that you're doing good. Call me back. So, Melody in the live, she's going back and forth wondering, like, is it sincere? Which is the question that I pose also. And I have to say that if you have to question someone's sincerity, it might just be safe for you to be conservative with it and just stay away from them. Let's see if time reveals if they are sincere or not, if you have to question it. And, Melody was thinking out loud during the TikTok live, like, is it a matter of perhaps her conscience is convicting her for being so down and dirty on the Messy Monday shows because she's like, dang, but I do like Melody. I do respect her as a businesswoman. I understand why she left that dog, and then she's feeling conflicted. Is that what makes her try and check up on Melody? But she's so shady on her platform that I understand why Melody avoids her and pulls back. I would do the exact same thing. You have to create that safe space for yourself against people who don't mean you any good. But I definitely question her sincerity and contacting her as recent as August the 12th, just a little over 2 weeks ago. So I'm really surprised though, because like Melody called out, you shouldn't let people use you to do their dirty work. Why is Dr. Heavenly so easy that way? What is it about Carlos? Because again, she was on YouTube before him and she like built her channel up. So why is she so geeked to be paired with him to the point where she would come after Melody, the star of his #1 show, Love and Marriage Huntsville? Now, I want to say this because Melody does talk about, people wanting to come after the star of the show. And that is so key because I can remember, and I was trying to look for the article when I got home from work, and I'm going to say why I was like in the office today. But it's been quite a week, y'all, okay? But she was saying, people are told to go after the star of the show. And, what kind of leadership is that? What kind of leadership is that? And I thought that was so key because I'm sure that we all can relate that to our own jobs. I know you all have had thoughts where you thought to yourself, I am smarter than the people in the management positions. Why did they make that decision? Why did they implement that? Why did they get rid of that? Like, that you are more highly skilled than the people that you report to. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes you may hear leadership say and do inappropriate things, and because of politics, they're still in those positions. So when Melody was talking about so-called leadership acting away, I could definitely relate to it. And I actually felt seen because I'm like, yes, in corporate America, we see this bull every single day. And she's calling it out within the entertainment industry. And she is spot on. Now, I can remember, I just couldn't remember the source, and I tried to Google it, but I can remember reportedly, and I'm going to say allegedly, Claudia Jordan said that when she did season 7 of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, that Carlos King told her, if you want to be taken seriously to be on this show, if you want to stay on this show, go after Nene Leakes. And we all know that that is what Claudia Jordan did. The setting was Puerto Rico because the singer Demetria Kinney, she only did 1 season on ROA, beautiful voice. She was doing a show in Puerto Rico and all the girls went there. And Claudia Jordan read Nene for filth. She called her hair ramen noodles because it was the blonde like wave wig and it was short. And Claudia Jordan said that it looked like ramen noodles. And she did body shame Nene. She talked about her size. And Nene was saying, "This is straight off the runway, baby designer." And Claudia was like, they don't make runway in your size. And she just kept going. And everything that Nene said, Claudia had a comeback for. And the rest of the cast, who had been on there for years, they even said, "We've never seen anybody read Nene this way." And Nene seems to be at a loss for words. But according to Claudia Jordan, Carlos King told her to do that, allegedly. This was reported some years back. I'm trying to think of the blogger who said it, but this was some years back when it was reported that that's what Claudia said, that Carlos King told her to do that. So if that is correct, then that would be a pattern. And that would make sense if he tells people to go after Melody, the star of the show of Love and Marriage Huntsville. And obviously, Melody is convinced, she's heard that, or she has some sort of inkling that people are being told to come after her, because we all know about the gang up that has been happening for years. And so during the TikTok live, Melody was also, of course, reading people's questions and comments. And she was saying, it's a very short soundbite, but she was talking about, Carlos King coming after the millimeters.
Look at y'all dropping the red top. I literally just pulled out a red top on the red. You just get here. What EP turns on this cast every Monday? The same ones that feel like it's a good idea to attack they viewers for being Spain. What you mean? Same ones that do that. That thinks that's a good idea. I don't know. I never seen nothing like it. Medium pink, medium orange.
Okay, so she was reading someone's comment. They posed the question, what EP would come after, their number one cast member every Monday? And she said the same one that would attack the largest amount of his viewership, coming after the millimeters. The entire first half of season 7 was the millimeters being attacked, being called deplorable, and Stormy trying to cry and be all distraught about Miss Black Titanic. And we know how she acted a fool on Miss Black Titanic and her friend Shay at the warehouse in the parking lot. And so that is a very good point that Melody is making. Carlos has used season 7 to attack the millimeters, when if it wasn't for the millimeters, who would watch the show? What would the numbers, where would the numbers be? And he's attacking the number one fan base. And that is self-sabotage. And, people were they were saying that in the chat as well. She said, yep. And she said that is something that, some Black people do a lot. They self-sabotage. And I don't know if that's a reflection of low self-esteem or there's something going on, because even people comment when you make videos about Carlos King produced shows, people will say his shows start off good, they start off strong, and then he ruins them. So I don't know why that is. I can't exactly put my finger on it, but I have a feeling that it has something to do with his inner self, his inner man, and it's being reflected in how he produces his shows. It's showing up in his professional life, the personal. Somehow there's a connection. And then I don't know if there's like some hidden animosity towards Black women that's coming out. I don't know, but I feel like there's something in the inside of him, in the inner man, that's being reflected on the TV shows. But I thought this was a great TikTok live. I'm sure Carlos, in his pre-production for Messy Monday, he's trying to figure out what to do. This coming Monday will be Labor Day, but it's 2024. People are totally dialed in to their favorite virtual content, even on the holidays. So we'll have to see. I imagine they'll still drop a Messy Monday show because they're pre-recorded now. They've been pre-recorded for a few months, but they premiere the videos so that people can still live chat. And Dr. Heavenly is sometimes in her chats, but it's pre-recorded and then they premiere it as a video. So I think that Carlos King does not like the live interaction because he cannot control the questions that would go forth, during a live interaction. So that is my take on her TikTok live. I love it when Melody vents and gets stuff off of her chest and she puts it out there, and then even us content creators can give commentary on it. But I hope that you all have been having a great day and a great week. My week has been good. I've been safe. I've been healthy. All of my needs have been met. But yesterday, there was a terrible windstorm, not just here in Michigan, I think like in the Midwest, period. And what was really strange, I had partial power. So like I've kept the Wi-Fi and I had like partial power. And I could not communicate though on my work equipment, like my work computer. I couldn't do anything that would allow me to be able to communicate with people. So I had to like go into the office today. And then I make it back to the township where I live. And I'm like, I had to pull over because then it's like raining like crazy. And I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. If the rain knocks out the power and then I'm like back to zero and I have partial, I'm going to lose my ish. But once I got home, like the power crews, they restored everything. So now I'm like fully up and running. But oh my gosh. And it was such a trip because I woke up really early yesterday. So I did my video on Dr. Shanita's Instagram live. And I'm like, well, everything happens for a reason, honey, because that's why I got my content creating work done before the windstorm. So now at least the majority of the work week is over. I am so relieved. I am ready for this 3-day weekend. You have no idea. But I will talk with you all very soon. Tomorrow is Thursday. It's going to be a thriving Thursday. Think positive thoughts, stand in the mirror, say your affirmations, and we got this. I will talk to you all soon. Bye.